Cool. Let's do this, man.
It'll just be organic.
All right. Hello, everybody. This is Screenhouse. This is the official face reveal of all of us.
Yeah.
I know we haven't come up with a name for all three of us.
That's gonna happen eventually.
We'll do something about it later. But anyway, yeah. So we're just gonna be talking about some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. You know, you can watch the video if you want. If not, you know, you can click it off anytime. But you shouldn't.
He's just being pessimistic.
You shouldn't.
He's being pessimistic. It's okay.
All right. So let's just go with.
Maybe we should introduce the other people in your cast.
Yeah, let's do that. So this is
Hoenn 007.
And this is Red Phoenix Mark II. MK11.
and I'm Screwnails. So yeah. Now that we got the introductions out the way, let's well actually let's talk about your YouTube channel and then yours.
Alright, my YouTube channel, first when I started YouTube, I started off as a Pokemon and a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, so doing battle reviews when Pokemon Black 2, White 2, all the way to X and Y, and then brought my Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge to the channel, and then ever since the Nintendo community expanded my horizon, I've been into the console game community now.
Good stuff. My channel doesn't have any Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on it at the moment. Anything that I'm at right now, Yu-Gi-Oh wise, I'm on Screwnails' channel right now, and it's been very fun. Thank you for having me. If I haven't said it yet, I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, man.
But and on my channel, it's basically just video game stuff, like Grand Theft Auto Online stuff, Dragon Ball Fighters, stuff like that, and some older stuff like Driver 3. But, you know, if you want to give a look at any of our contact, feel free to do so. It's there. No one's been taken off yet. But, yes.
Alright, so for this discussion, I think that we probably should just introduce why we even started getting to Yu-Gi-Oh! What we think of the current meta, and what we think going forward. So let's just start with the first question.
Yeah.
So, how did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh first?
When I first started, it was like back in 7th grade. It was me and my brother dueling. He got the starter deck Yugi, I got the starter deck Joey. And ever since then, we built our deck around so it won't be centralized around that starter deck. So I've been through the Fusion, Synchro, XEs, all the way to Link.
He's been through it all, folks. He's been through a lot of trouble. I wish I was joking.
But during one format in particular, the Zodiac format, if they didn't bring out Maximum Crisis, ever since Maximum Crisis, all the Zodiac duelists was feared of me, since in Maximum Crisis, it brought out the Phantasm Spiral archetype. As in, you could put any 2,000 attack monsters with those spelling traps, and you could go to town since they can't do anything. And plus, with the normal monsters, they cannot get over this one fusion card that you can bring out in the Phantasm Spirals, and that is First of the Dragons.
It's very tricky to get around. Very. Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got into it. Okay, it's kind of funny. I started off with Pokemon, collecting cards like that. I tried learning the game, and like my 8-year-old brain couldn't process exactly how to go about it. And then Yu-Gi-Oh showed up, and it was fun for 2 reasons. I saw the anime. I think the first one I saw was the one where Mokuba stole Yugi's deck. Things were stolen. Cards were stolen, and at the very end, Yugi was gonna fight Kyra, supposedly. But anyways, it was nice because there are cards in the anime, there are also cards in real life, so it's like, in a way, you're kind of like you're part of the show. Like, you can play the cards just like in the show, except some of the rules are kind of just made up, especially season 1. But we won't talk about that right now. But anyways, I just like how you can interact with your opponent. Like, you've got different spells, traps, monsters, things like that. And at least getting into it, I feel like it's always been kind of fairly easy to understand, okay, this is a monster you attack with these, or put in defense mode, that spells and traps. Of course, the game's gotten a bit more complicated now, which making the whole notion of it being a children's card game a little funny now, especially with all these different timing things and effects. But yeah, I like it because of the friends I've found along the way, and the artwork's nice too. The artwork's nice too. I like how the game is, generally speaking. We'll get into more of that later, but that's all I gotta say about that.
Alright, so yeah, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! By this guy right here. This man, he gave me a bunch of cards. And I just started playing. Like, I was like, man, you remember how you were gonna give me a deck? Or you were gonna give me some cards? And that went on for about a year or so. I think maybe a year and a half.
I'm sorry.
And then I finally got the cards after Bruce and him gave me some cards and started playing Pendulums. Now, my first, box that I opened was actually Pendulum, what is it, Evolution, or what was that?
Did it have the 5 cards in it?
It was the one, yeah, the 5
Then
cards.
that was Pendulum Evolution, I believe.
Yeah, so I opened Pendulum Evolution, and I saw the cards, all the shininess, and then I got gambling addiction. Yes,
You
I
kind of did.
See, that's the problem with having that's the card of, it's a children's card game, but it's definitely a gambling addiction nowadays.
Cards are expensive.
I mean, how much is Phantasme now? Like $100 at the
Yep.
very low? No, it's like 85 now.
Well,
It's
but then the
85.
fact that you had Boral's sword that was like 80, isn't it higher now or did it go down?
Moral Sword?
Yeah, it was
I think
super
it's at
expensive.
60 now,
That-
so it's not that bad. It's,
Yeah, so that's
but that's because we're in the down season.
Yeah.
It's kind of slowing down, so.
But what child do you know would save up $60 for that one card? Exactly, but yeah.
I started playing Pendulums, and that was like maybe a year or so ago. Not too long ago, maybe 2
Year and a
years at
half.
the very most. So I'm very new to the game.
Doing good though, because we just played the three-way duel and he won both of them.
Shout out to Catch. I love that place. But anyway, yeah, that's basically how I started. I don't know anything about the U-Link boards that happened with Goki. I'm so glad I haven't because I'm pretty sure I would have quit. I'm glad that I started after Pendulums weren't broken, because if it wasn't for that, I'm pretty sure I would have quit.
Yeah.
And I guess right now the only thing that we have to mess with is what Salmon Great, Striker,
Danger Thunder Dragons,
that
Orcus
fucking
stuff.
deck that makes me want to die.
You mean the deck that we all have?
Well, I don't have it.
No, Salmon Great.
Oh yeah, Salmon Great. No, Danger Thunder.
Well, yeah.
I hate. And then what else? What's the other one? And the Orcus deck that I actually have.
Yeah, it's funny. We should probably talk about the fact that although we like playing rogue decks and things like that, I think for once all of us have some type of meta deck. Yeah, like for instance, you got the Orcus, and all 3 of us have Salmon Grave. I've got Thunder Dragons, but I don't want to put dangers in them just because I don't want to do that to my opponent. I'm sorry, that's just me.
Just play a catch for a little bit, and you will not regret ever putting dangers in your.
So you're saying it will fuel?
It will fuel
The
your rage.
hatred.
It will fuel
Okay.
your rage. That's
Okay.
why I play That's why I play Mystic Mind now because
Because you went there and
I
it's
went
like
to
I
catch,
gotta
and
use
it's
these
very
cards.
competitive.
It's very competitive, yeah. Because I remember we.
all of us go to action sports, and
Uh-huh.
action sports is more like
It's
more
laid back for the most
casual,
part.
rogue.
Yeah.
It's not as competitive. Yeah, there's competitive players.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean,
Oh, and the
people
only
like
time that action sports does get competitive is like when
The big
the
ones.
action sports and all official tournament stores have their smaller version of the World Championship.
That makes sense though. Yeah.
Then you have to abide to the World Championship ban list, since it's a combination of the TCG and the OCG ban list.
Yeah. That sounds
That means cards that might be 3 here in the TCG, but 1 in the OCG, they will go towards the 1 in the OCG.
I'm sorry. I'm a little salty about that.
They got hit in both now.
Yeah, they would get hit, so that means the Cyberse deck that I run that's just Cyberse gets the because of that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you felt the pain too because
when you got the assault core happen, yeah, that was a sad day. Like you made a video about it, and I watched it, and I'm just like, it's like ABC did like they can do some crazy stuff, but in that format they did nothing wrong.
That's kind of how I felt with Heavy Metal Foes, I guess, when the deck got hit, and I had 2 copies of it, and I was like, well, I mean, at least I can still run one, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't like just because pendulums are fucking broken doesn't mean that I have to have a really essential card in my Odd Eyes deck.
But it's like that deck.
To fucking do.
It's like that My Academia meme with the Deku, and he's like crying and looking at the screen. He's like, "Hey, I got one." It's like, "Hey, I got one of them still." But yeah, so maybe we should talk about like how many like us that we might have. What am I trying to say? Like the times where we have quit or thought about quitting. Since we talked about that.
All right, so.
I can talk about quitting.
I can probably. Let's do it me first, because I don't have that much experience. So I could say, I guess when I saw the prices for some of the cards that I've been playing start to skyrocket up, I was like, well, is Yugioh worth the fucking time and money? Is it worth my dollar to spend on a $100 Phantasmic?
Because you want
I don't know. I was like, maybe. Bills? Cardboard. Maybe I should probably starve instead.
I gotta beat that Danger Thunder Dragon guy.
I mean, when you play a deck that you know what the out is for, and you know that you need that card, and then you're like, well, I mean, I need that card, but do I really need that card? So, you know, I was just contemplating every single time there's a set that comes out, and there's one card there that makes my deck a little bit better, and I'm like, I want that card. Wait, do I have that much money to spend? And, you know, usually it's no. So you just lose at locals all the time.
Well,
but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm not that bad compared to these two.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying we're bad?
No, I mean the experience
Oh,
you had,
okay.
you know?
Yeah.
No, man.
No, it's fine.
You're not bad.
No, I'm not just joking. It's all good.
With that said, I'll just segue that into yours.
Alright, so as we know, high school, we were talking about this a little bit today, but I'll tell our viewers here, high school can be trauma. So, and a lot of weird things can happen in high school. So, I picked up Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was like 8 or so, just collecting, never went to a tournament or anything. And then like around freshman year, junior, like first half of junior, I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna try and rebrand myself. Maybe I'm not gonna use these cards for a while. So I didn't play for a while, and then it wasn't until 2 things brought me back. 1, I saw Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and it was card games and motorcycles. Okay, 3 things. That's 1 thing. 2, the synchro summoning mechanic just looked really cool. I liked how the cards looked. And also, my friend here, on 007, because he showed me how to XE summon, and then we started playing again, and we would play each other sometimes every once in a while, and it was nice. I get back to the game, I saw new mechanics, and you know, again, it was nice to be back with my brother from another mother, and just see all of these different, you know, cards and crazy combos you can do, and it's because of him that I actually got to go to, well, actually start going to action sports occasionally, and going to locals, which has been a nice experience, I'd say, for the most part. And yeah, I came back, I'm still in. There, like him, there have been a couple of times because of the prices, and maybe some of the formats I've been like, you know what? Is this what I want? I only get 1 shot at life. Is this how I want to use it? But again, or you know, sometimes you got some decks that are like nearly $1,000, like deck lists.
Yeah.
But again, and now you're moving away. But yeah, I mean, again, I think the game is however you want to play it. So, like, if you want to play it for fun, that's good. If you want to be a casual player, that's great. I like to think we're like mostly casual, but we like the competitive scene too. But if you want to be competitive, that's your business too. If you want to do all that, that's cool. I still think there should be occasionally tournaments where, formats where it's just casuals and competitive. Then just switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right. That's
Just a
actually
teensy bit.
really good.
Like I've heard arguments against it, but I mean, just to try it out once. But I've spoken enough. Now it is on to Horn 007.
Alright, my overall experience in the game, I've been through all the summoning mechanics from Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, Pendulum, Links, and also my overall experience, I started with Starter Deck Joy as my first deck, and I built it on, and then when the Synchro summoning mechanic came out, I incorporated the Synchrons into my deck, and then when Xyz came out, that came to me revolving around, since my best deck during the Xyz format was the Galaxy Eyes archetype, where I could just send out level 8s, rank 8s. And then when Pendulums came out, that was troublesome news right there. As in, no matter where you go, it's Pendulums, Pendulums, Pendulums. But let me backtrack some. My first big major tournament was when we had the YCS here in our hometown. And it was a lot of duelists, as I could recount, 975 duelists.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So in order for you to make it to the top, you have to be in the top 64 to see day 2. And me and my brother came oh so close to making the top 64. My brother, he finished 69th, and I finished 65th.
Oh, I didn't know that, man.
That's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, what decks did you guys use for that?
I was using, he was using his Blue Eyes deck, and I was using Synchron Synchro build.
Okay.
And a lot of my opponents back then, they was afraid of, since when they see a level 3 plus a level 3 plus another level 3, when that level 3 is a tuner, 3, 3, 3, that equals 1 Synchro Monster, that they go like, oh no. And that Synchro Monster was Trisha, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. And they're going like, not Trish, anything but Trish.
Yeah.
Says Trish could banish a card from hand, banish card on field, and banish card in graveyard.
Yeah, it was a lot of banishing. It was kind of like BTS on steroids in a way.
Are you hungry, man? Are you?
I mean, to be fair, no, you're not wrong. I worked out today, and the only thing I ate was a Scooby Snacks
Alright.
after breakfast. But sorry.
Alright, and the only time that I did stop is when we now enter the link format, and there was no harm, no foul. I was running my ABC build, and then all of a sudden they dropped the ban list and a assault core got hit.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time, since that was a 5-month duration that I wasn't in any tournaments, nothing, since I was hoping to find a new deck until a assault core got released from the ban list and Firewall Dragon banned.
Yeah. And it's banned now, so you don't have to worry about it unless you're watching it later and they brought it back. In which case, sorry, maybe.
Hey man,
And-
they hit summon source, and that was kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
But at least we still don't have Night
Right.
Piper.
Yeah.
But ever since Cybernetic Horizon came, that's when my new deck came into fruition, and that was the return of Cyber Dragons, when they released Cyber Dragon Seeger and all the other cyber support.
Yes.
And now since A Assault Core is now back to 3, that deck is now back to full power. Cyber Dragons is my secondary deck, well, my primary deck, since a lot of people is sleeping on Cyber Dragons, and you shouldn't be sleeping on Cyber Dragons, since Cyber Dragons could take a lot of wins from these top tier decks.
They don't find you. They'll catch you sleeping.
Since one thing about Cyber Dragons, they don't care. If you have monsters in the extra monster zone, they can contact fuse, any machines, contact please. Hint, hint, national you Sky Striker players. Since your Sky Striker links are machines.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
that's good for against Orcus too. Orcus has a lot of machine monsters too.
Do they have cards you can use machine duplication on?
That's a good card to have actually. I'm thinking about getting it.
Yeah, because I just thought about that. I'm hoping I didn't just give you a super great idea. I just thought machine duplication. That might not be bad. Hoping it doesn't turn
That's
quick
actually
fix.
There's
sold
already
on
a
machines
build.
for
Well,
Yeah, there's
that's
already a
true.
build that has them, so I kind of already had the idea. So
So yeah, the only time that I stopped was when ASL Core got limited.
He made a video and I felt bad because I know it was a deck that he liked using a lot, and I played against most. I like it was cool, and then I mean when that went down, it changed things. Oh my, okay, yeah, okay, so yeah, everything's good. the card came back off the ban list. Is it 2 or 3 now?
ASL Core is at 3 of things.
Okay, 3 of them things. Cool. Okay, so yeah, he does have 3. The ban list helped a little bit, and we're still waiting on the TCG ban list. OG ban just came out, but we're waiting on TCG, and which could either help or hurt. So we'll stay tuned for that.
all right, so let's just talk about the worst tournament thing that we've ever been through.
Are we sure we want to go so negative?
Let's just start talking about how we got wrecked.
Ooh, I got this. I got one. The first tournament I went to, I didn't know that nowadays you have to use archetypes if you want to get halfway successful at Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless you find some weird, crazy connections. But I didn't know archetypes were the way to go. So the first time I tried the tournament scene, I had basically just 1800, 1900 stuff, a little bit of banishing stuff like that. I went up against Burning Abyss.
Burning Abyss.
No, it wasn't Burning Abyss. It was Fire Fist.
Ah,
Yeah.
Fire Fist.
All the Burning Abyss is weird to go up against too, so my mind went crazy. But anyways, I went to against Fire Fist, and I was doing okay for the first out of the match, the first part of the match. I was like, okay, I cleared his field somehow, and I got Outburst Tournament on the field. He's got one card laid out in the back, and I'm just thinking to myself, there's no way that's a Mirror Force. And of all the cards you can use, there's no way it's a Mirror Force. And I'm like, 4,000 points, let's give it a shot, right? Obelisk, Torment, Fist of Fury, Mirror Force, no! It was the card I didn't think was gonna happen. And yeah, so that didn't go well. I lost to that. Then I went up against other stuff. But basically, that's how I found out searching was much more of a thing now. And now it's more special summoning and things like that, of course. But yeah, I think I got either one win or a bye that day. But that was my first locals I went to. Who would like to share the experience next?
When I first went to my locals, this was during a format when Mermaids, boy,
Oh, I
what Abyss, Megalo, and all them.
Yeah.
That my Galaxy deck was not on my previous opponents. My Galaxy deck was okay, bring out Galaxy Eyes, bring out Tachyon, bring out Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon, and then going against back to back Mermaids. I get wrecked every time by Abyss Megalo.
Yeah, and that's part of why sometimes. But that's why we wondered about casual plays. Maybe see different decks, but then sometimes you get more competitive, and sometimes the same decks you'll see a lot, and you'll hear more about the deck, but not necessarily the person piloting it so much. Again, I'm not trying to throw shade or anything. I'm just kind of giving a little bit of info on the state of certain things.
All right, so what were we talking about? The first
tournament we
we started.
went to, yeah.
Oh, I mean, the first tournament I went to.
Wait,
was
did you go all through? Oh yeah, you went with that. Oh
Yeah, it
yeah.
was so we all 3 of us went to the tournament,
You forgot to mention that you.
and I was playing Prank Kids, one of my favorite decks, and I actually ended up playing
It's fine. Hone 007. If you want to edit it out, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll probably just edit. But I ended up playing a mirror match, which I ended up winning against during time. I won during time with that, and then I played against
Hone 007.
the Cyber Dragons, Quando 007's Cyber Dragons, and I ended up finding a way to win because Frank is able to do stuff. So
Also, I think it won that. Which term was it, the regionals or something, or was it the world?
it was the YCS.
Yeah,
It won, so it wasn't too bad, but yeah, it was before the Salomon Great deck came out. So yeah, I got pretty fucked bad by the Thunder Dragon.
It wasn't me.
It would have been alright. I could have probably ended up winning. But there was a lot of misplays that happened and a lot of
It was
things
your
that
first
didn't
tournament.
happen that weren't supposed to happen during that Thunder Dragon matchup that was kind of illegal playing, but hey,
It
I
wasn't
was kind of
by him.
silly. It was kind of silly that I probably would have won that match if there wasn't for one specific interaction. But other than that, I did pretty well. I think I did 2-1-1. I lost one and I tied one, so that was probably the best record I've ever had playing tournaments. And that's about it. I think that was it. It was a pretty good first time. Definitely kept me in Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm sorry. Being an adult's weird. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to discuss?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. We can talk about the current meta and our interactions with it if you want.
You can. I mean,
I'll probably have more to say about that. So we can start with Jer. I mean,
our friend over here
Oh.
plays Cyber Dragons.
The state of the meta. Right now, a lot of decks are topping regionals and YCSs, which is a good thing, but the top 3 decks that no matter where you go is either Salmon Great, Sky Striker, and Orcus. Well, before Orcus, it was Sky Striker, Ultrageist, Sky Strikers.
That's right. And the Danger Thunders, which also you'll see Danger Thunder Guard Dragons as well sometimes.
So yeah, either way, it's no matter which deck you play, especially some of the sleeper decks,
Mm-hmm.
they could take a win from the top tier decks.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit more diverse now than it was in some other metas before. And it's nice to see a variety, and like, because if you see different interactions, maybe you'll see like, oh, okay, if this interacts with this, well, maybe I should try this random card and see what happens, or maybe you'll use a card like Soul Release to help banish things, and you can put them in your Thunder Dragon. I'm sorry, I'm having a conversation with myself because I didn't think to do that, and I do it. That might help me a lot. I'll tell you how it goes. That's all I gotta say about that. What? Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start the video.
just edit that later. Alright, so anyway, what were you saying again?
We were talking about the state of the meta and our experiences with that.
Yeah. Okay, so I fucking hate Thunder Dragons. Not your deck specifically. Danger Thunder, Dark World, whatever it is the most fucking irritating thing to play against because I literally I had my Prank Kids deck and I'm just like,
Mind your own business.
huh? Can I negate that? Oh yeah, I'll negate. Okay. Oh. No! No!
No! No! No!
And then I'm just like, okay, well, fuck it. My turn, I guess. Okay, I guess I'll lose next turn.
GG?
And you're just like watching your opponent play, and you're just literally just watching your opponent play the whole game, and you're just like, okay, 30 minutes later, are you done yet? No? Okay. Okay, are you Are you done yet?
Not quite.
No. Guess solitaire is a good game to play sometimes, but. And I've played against Mystic Mine, and I know that a lot of people hate Mystic Mine, but I played it, and it's kind of weak. It's really weak. But I mean,
You
playing
should put
prank
videos
kids.
up of you playing Mystic Mine against it.
See, I played against Mystic Mine, and since I had prank kids, all I had to do was just tribute off my monsters, and then have the same monsters as them, and then it'd blow up. And then afterwards, I'd just grab my resources back, and then hit them again. And that was my only win that one tournament, actually, Mystic Mine. So, hey, I mean, as much as people hate that card, it's actually not that good. There's lots of ways to out that card. I've never played a Mystic Mine burn deck, but I'm pretty sure it'd be about the same because all I would have to do is just take my resources and just, let them basically watch their whole board fall apart because the Mystic Mine blew up. But that's just my experience, and I mean, I played against Orchist, and yeah, it's not a fun deck to play that much. It's a fun deck to play, but not a fun deck to play against, because all you do is get all of your stuff negated, and it's not fun to have your whole board get negated.
Funny you mention that, because when we played today, first off, I didn't know we were going off with all our heavy stuff at first. So, Hole 007 had Southern Greats. I have my Southern Great deck ready just in case, so maybe we could do like a 3 thing. But anyways, then you had Yorkers, and I didn't know this was happening. Do you know what I played in that 3-way? My pure Cyburst deck, that's what happened. It wasn't a great, it was an okay. But it was nuts. I had a Fiendish Chain in the field, a Solemn Strike, and somehow in the same turn I negated, he had a 3rd negation ready. And I had Trisbania in the field, I was gonna nuke all this stuff for 4,000 points. And it wasn't enough. I played Cyberse, and it wasn't enough. I admit, it's a deck that's too fair, but it's fun to use sometimes. I just didn't know that we were going with their competitive decks.
Hey man,
as opposed to our fun decks. I didn't get that memo.
I mean, I'm sorry, man.
But I'm just saying, Orcus is crazy as well. Also, so is Azadot, but we won't get into that in this video.
Well, I mean, nobody really plays that card anymore.
Well, not anymore, no, I suppose.
I mean, no, I'm wrong. No. Danger Thunder, Dark World, whatever that crap is.
Back in that deck!
Okay, alright, if there's one card, okay, let's just talk about that.
Okay.
If there's one card that you absolutely hate in the metagame, what is it?
Just a card?
Yes, one card.
That's hard, man.
I have one card specifically that I do not like that I want to see banned. And that's Yugioh Skuldred.
Oh,
I
yeah.
absolutely
Oh, yeah.
fucking hate that card.
Oh,
I hate that card. I can tolerate the prank kids, not prank kids, the Phantom Knights, Rusty Bardiche. I can tolerate that. There's ways to out it. There are ways to out it. Now, the Yugioh is just degenerate bullshit. That's just crap.
But this
and
is
the
a
fact that you can add so many cards into your hand after fucking link summoning that is just ridiculous. I don't think it's ridiculous. But that's all I have to say about that. I'm not gonna go into it because if not, we're gonna be here all day. So.
No. You gotta say what your hated card, what disliked card is, because I gotta think about that, because there's too many to go through for me.
A lot of my most hated cards is already on the ban list, thank God. One of them, Topologic Gumlaw Dragon, him taking cards away from your opponent's hand, and then when it comes to their turn, they have only 1 to 2 cards. No.
Yeah.
And plus, that was also one of the cards that was doing those U-boards.
Yeah. That's exactly why I'm so happy I never played against a Goki.
Yeah, there
Well,
are a bunch of them.
U-boards, you can do. Yeah, Goki's was U-boarding. Let's see what. Any Dark Warrior build U-board.
That's where you had the Azul and you had the Summon Sorceress, right?
Yeah.
And thank God that there was a Firewall Dragon back then, right? That was awesome.
It's funny, I pulled that card like a month before it got banned. And I never used it like that.
I'm so glad that we never went to a tournament where it was an actual legal card. Because I am glad that I started going to tournaments after Firewall. Because I'm pretty sure I would have quit Yugioh if I play against that.
That's fair.
But one thing, my most overall hated card, and right now no one is playing it, but I'm not trying to jinx myself on this, since for all the Shadal players out there, if Shadal Construct comes back to 3 of them things, that spells trouble.
That's true. I went up against that card too. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's talk about Sedals for a second. I'm sorry. This was the second tournament. I'm not trying to get involved up or anything, but he brought up a Sedals. It touched a nerve. So there were a bunch of Sedals running around in 2013, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in Construct was People's Bay back then. Not ours, but People's Bay. So tell me why this guy had a El Sedal Construct on the field. I got my BT. I almost did it again, BLT. I got my BTS out. Wait.
BLS? You mean?
Are you sure you want that band?
No,
boy band?
no, my girlfriend loves that band. BT and S are, they're Black Luster Soldier in the way of the beginning. That card, I summoned him and I banished that sucker. Tell me how, with one El Sedal fusion, that cards got recycled, and the next turn, just right there, like I did nothing. Attacked it. He's dead. He's just gone. He can't come back. But that's not my most hated. It's up there. But my most hated is between Trickstar, the first field. It's not. Is it Light Stage?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trickstar Light Stage, and then Trickstar Reincarnation. Maybe Reincarnation more because of what you can do with block.
Droll it now.
That's all right.
Draw lock combo.
Yeah, exactly. So here's how that combination works. See, if your opponent has a hand, anything's in there, you'll flip up Trickstar Reincarnation, and then it banishes their hand. And do they draw?
Yep.
Okay.
They draw the same amount of cards.
However, if you have Droll and Lockbird and you use that hand trap, you can't draw anymore for the rest of the turn outside of the draw phase. So if that goes off right after Trickstar Reincarnation, you can't draw nothing. If you got no field, no hand, you're done. You do nothing. You got nothing. Bilch. You just got Thanos, just like that. Just, Mr. Nails, I don't feel so good. I'm sure about that. I don't want to go. I don't want to go out like this. Not like this, no.
And speaking of our most hated card, with all these hand traps running around, what is the hand trap that we like and the hand trap that we do not like?
That's a good point. Do you want to take that one, or do you want me to?
Alright, so what my favorite hand trap is, my favorite hand trap is Subterra Fiendus. It's really busted. It's a really good card. And if I would say one card that I absolutely hate that's a hand trap, it would probably be Ghost Ogre. I hate that. I hate it. I don't know, if you get ogred, it really fucks up your plays. I mean, sure, there's some
a lot
cards.
of those girls.
It's 5 of them now, right? Or no, it's 6.
You got the what is it?
You got Winter Cherries, you got
Spooky.
Ash Blossom, you got Spooky, you got the Doggo, and you got the Mansion.
Yep, Ghost Bale.
Yeah.
Cherries,
Okay.
Ash. What is the other one? Spooky Dogwood.
Haunted
Mansion, and then we got that other one. What's that other one?
I feel like we named
Ogre.
it. Yeah, Ogre.
Okay.
And then maybe Droll and Lockbird. It probably isn't with them, but maybe it's a cousin.
And
Just like Effect Veiler too, but
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. The Ghost Girls.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Anyone else wanna take the field?
Yeah, I'll take the field and tackle. I would say I like Ash Blossom a lot because for me it seems like it's got so many it's got such great utility. You could just negate a bunch of different things. And now, of course, if you're looking for the Salomon Greats, if you're trying to play them, or if you just want some more cards, the Salmon Great structure deck actually has the Ash Blossom as a common, and the whole thing's for $10. So if you want to get stock up on those, that's probably the best way to go about it. Get extra stuff too. But my least favorite would probably also be Ash, just because going up against it isn't that great. Because if you're summoning something and then out of nowhere it's negated, and it's like, well, that throws a wrench, a blossom-sized wrench in my plans. But what can you do?
Alright, my favorite hand trap, and no matter what format this hand trap is in, and it's a good hand trap regardless, and it was one of the very first hand traps, Effect Veiler. Says, and plus being that tuna monster, you can use it for a hand trap, or if you need to synchro up to a higher level synchro that needed that one additional level, you can just play it, sync up. And my most hated hand trap, and it's a good thing it's still on the ban list, as in forbidden banned, Max C.
I forgot about that card.
Says when Max C was at 3, you start anytime when you start to special summon, at least when you get your first special summon off, you're in a Max C challenge, and then when you continue to special summon, your opponent is drawing, and then you go like, my opponent already has one too many cards.
Right. And then it's like next thing you know they got like half like a fourth of their deck in their hand somehow.
And then with the cards in their hand, they can go, okay, activate this, search this, activate this, with just the cards that got off the Max C.
One. Just one. But I'm surprised we didn't see like Slifer combos with those, you know what I mean? Since it needs hand like stuff to make the attack big. But I guess getting it out in the foot probably wasn't that easy back then, so
Well, OCG still has Max C.
that's true.
And they also have Needle Fiber, so that's just...
We ain't gonna
I'm
talk
so
about
glad that
we ain't going there today.
we don't have the OCG format, thank God. And you know, TCG is pretty fun right now. I mean,
Right now.
we got some pretty alright decks.
Yeah, Max C needs to stay banned.
Needs to stay with Shadal construct.
Anything else you guys want to add?
Oh, we could talk about the well, they've gotten, it's like we're in June now, and in July we got 2 packs coming out, right?
Yeah.
Because we got the Rising Rampage,
Rising
Rampage, and that's with the new Boral Dragon, but he's an Xyz monster. I think he's pretty cool. And then we got the I think Heroes Revenge coming out,
Yeah.
and that's got a bunch
was
of reprints. And
Yeah,
you might get Boral Swords, you might get some other tournament cards in there. Well, tournament like cards you used to get live tournaments in there.
You get engages, you get dude, there's a lot of good cards coming out.
Widow Waker!
Is it coming out?
No, that's a card that I don't like. I'm just gonna say it once. If Change of Heart, if that card's still banned, and you can't even use one of them, how do you get 3 Widow Acres and you can just keep stealing stuff? Come on, like, what? Then we've got not Xyz monster, a lake monster, and they take it and give it back to you. It's been a main monster, so it's like, come on, you can't do that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't know. No. Stop it. No, I don't want to see that card. No, stop.
Brady wants to see it. This is the card I've been teasing him with.
Yeah, that Change of Heart rip off. But yeah, I'm sorry. You just said Widow Anchor and it brought back memories.
You should have saw his face when I first. I just got those Widow Anchors and I showed him. I'm like, hey, guess what I got? And
Yeah.
he's like, what? Why?
It took me a second to figure out. Well, I was like, oh, yeah, nice cool shiny. Wait a minute. That can't be right. No.
Widow Anchor.
Yeah. Snatching all your stuff, but
You were talking about.
the packs.
Reprints.
The reprints are coming out. That's gonna be cool. So we got 2 good things come out in July. Maybe we'll get a ban list soon since OCG's come out already. Don't know yet because Konami's kind of.
Yeah, they said no later than August 1.
Yeah.
Oh really?
And
I thought it was July.
So that's gonna be the world. So we're gonna have the world championships before the ban list arc week.
It'll probably be before or after, or
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on when the
But knowing the TCG, since when they said no sooner, then it's way later.
Yeah, it's more like, oh, we're gonna start possibly bringing it out after this date. Usually, unless there's an emergency ban list like that one time. Didn't Firewall 22nd ban like?
The first emergency ban list that I can remember was during the Pepe format.
I heard about that.
Yeah, Pepe got limited. Since that was during the first era, the first pendulum.
Well,
they was going like, we'll add this this part of the Pepe needs to
go on somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, and then I think there's a new the gold
rockets.
sarcophagus.
The rocket.
Oh, the structure deck. Yeah,
There's
the rocket
there's
structure deck. Yeah.
There's the structure deck. Then there's there's so many good products that are gonna come out
In the summer, yes.
I'm gonna assume that
and
we're gonna be
also
doing that
for you guys that owns the Nintendo Switch, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy.
That's right. Yeah, so a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Content coming out, well, from them, but also from us as well over time. And we talk a lot about some of like the not so great parts of Yu-Gi-Oh! That we consider, but overall we like it a lot, don't we?
I'm still playing, and I go to tournaments.
Yeah, you go to tournaments more than we do, because sometimes you go during the week.
I do. I just go during Wednesdays because I ain't got shit to do on Wednesdays.
Well, that's
might as
fair.
well. I like them. I don't know.
The
I mean, I
expense
like
of
going
paying
on
off.
Saturdays, but I also don't like waking up early.
On a Saturday. Well, that makes sense.
I mean, it's better to go after work when you don't really have anything to do, and then you're like, hey, well, I mean, I can go play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead.
Yeah,
And,
that's one thing about if you have multiple OTS stores in your area, it's best to see what time their tournaments are. It says some can have theirs at 10:30, some can have theirs at noon, which I know one place around us that has tournaments at noon.
Yeah, and that one's the very competitive one.
Oh, you're talking
No.
not that place.
Since we're surrounded by 3.
Yeah. Which one? Are you talking about Game Cafe?
Yep, that's the one.
That's on Independence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me about that one.
That one's a little funny about stuff.
Plays.
Oh boy. That might be one.
We can probably talk about that in a later video, maybe.
Yeah. Like the best OTS stores and worst OTS stores and
Well, yeah, sure.
We can probably have a banless prediction video since that's been very popular on the tubes.
You know, that sounds fun. We can make our little list and then be like, hey, this is what we think.
Oh, and speaking of tubes, what inspired us to create our channels?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Sounds like a great one.
So let's start off with you since you have to hold this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Since my channel started off as a Pokemon and a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, the Pokemon side was started by a competitive Pokemon person by the name of Shofu, and he's still in the competitive scene as of today. And the one that got me started on the Yu-Gi-Oh side, which was the pioneer of YouTubing, which he is no longer doing content since he's moved on from the game, and that was Galactic God.
That's an OG tuber right there.
Yep, he was an OG, 100,000 plus subscriber.
And that's kind of sad that that content creator just disappeared. But nowadays we have so many content creators for Yu-Gi-Oh that it's almost saturated to the point where it's kind of hard to make yourself out there or get yourself out there. But yeah, it's a good one, man. Is that all you have to say though?
Why'd you say it like that?
No, like, do you have more to say? Because like I know that you have more reasons, and you're recent, especially since you changed your channel up a bit. So I'm just trying to figure out why why you continue to do like your YouTube, but you also switch it up a bit.
Yeah, ever since Yu-Gi-Oh has evolved throughout the years, there has been some positive signs of the game, but these past couple of years I've been seeing a little positive but a lot of negative, and I don't like seeing a lot of negative on the Yu-Gi-Tubing side. That's why a lot of some of these Yu-Gi-Oh creators now are creating or stop creating videos. Like, for example, Yugi No,
Yeah,
he
I've seen
stopped.
about him. Yeah, he seems sad in his.
And right now, some of the good ones that are still out there is like Team APS,
Simo, yeah, Simo.
Zemo, Team Summer X1,
House of Champs.
and
I mean, the Cali effect's pretty alright.
Yeah, Kelly Picks. Then you got MST.
Oh yeah, MST.
Yeah.
MST is one of my favorites.
Then there's that one.
MST Kate. And this is not to promote that channel, but if you haven't seen MST TV, you should check them out.
We also like
Maximum G?
DPYGO or DP.
Yeah, DPYGO, yeah, he's hilarious.
I think
You
he's
can
like
definitely
the
check him out,
most.
too.
I think he's the most popular out of all of them.
Three of them things. Three of them things! Yeah. Yeah, like he uses clips and like to explain some of his like voice clips to explain some of his like material sometimes, and it's very entertaining and very sometimes.
I think he'd probably be like the donkey of the Yu-Gi-Oh channel.
I mean, he's like if it was Shrek. Yeah, I'd say
No,
that.
Donkey. You know the channel, the gaming channel, Donkey.
No.
Well, he's a really popular comedian type gaming channel, but
But
he's
does he-
basically like him because that guy is kind of funny too.
But does he talk about quickies though?
No, he does not talk about quickies. At least not in the sense of quickie.
Yeah. We're talking about quick play spells, folks. That's what we're talking about.
Play effects that monster effects are quick effects.
Exactly. Yeah, we're talking about that. But yeah, but what's that other guy? He's like, is it Mega Capital G?
Yep.
Like Cap G.
Yeah, that's the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's alright.
Hey, he's cool.
I mean, also, I guess, if we're gonna talk about Yu-Gi-Oh channels, I guess Innovation. Innovation is pretty alright. He's cool. He hasn't been uploading as much lately. I think he's just been busy with
Life.
yeah.
Oh, and another one that hasn't been uploading a lot is Rank 10 Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I need to look more at this.
Oh yeah, we have a few local channels too. Like well, I don't know if you guys know about this. There's the Wise Guy TCG. This is kind of like Team APS, but our local like group one. Then there's also we have Asian Persuasion.
Yeah.
Asian Persuasion. He's from like Kansas, so he's not really around us, but he's around us enough. And then there's also the Black Kaiba guy. He also has a channel now.
Wait, does he just not have a channel?
No, he just made a channel. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of thanks to Sam, he kind of like blew up. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So why'd you make a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, man?
Well, mine's not a Yu-Gi-Oh channel.
I mean, not Yu-Gi-Oh channel, a YouTube
I
channel.
should, but maybe one day, hopefully, I'll get there. So, the reason I started off the channel, part of it was because it was a new year, it just turned 2014, and I was just looking at, random things like Dragon Ball Z Abridged, other things I can't think of right now, but and I just thought, you know what, it'd be kind of interesting to make my own videos, kind of see kind of how some of this works, and kind of appreciate the trade more. Like apparently some people edit and do things differently, but just being a content creator, putting things out on YouTube, things like that. So initially it started off as just racing stuff, like from Need for Speed, Undercover, Driver 3, stuff like that, because I did this weird thing when I was younger where I would record what I would play on VHS. And then since at the time I had a VHS and a DVD recorder, I would record it on the DVD and then I think use like some type of screen capture and then put it up online and edit it that way. Because I feel like editing was a lot better for YouTube back then. It's okay now, but I don't know, I'm just not too crazy about it. But yeah, essentially it's just been like driving stuff, and then it was like Soul Calibur stuff, some fighting game things, and now it's kind of just, trying to do more newer stuff. But yeah, that's why I got into it. I'm trying to get more stuff. Oh, like Grand Theft Auto Online too. Yeah, it's definitely more helpful for me to make videos, probably in general for other people, because of the like screen capture software for like the Xbox One PS4. Does the Switch have it too?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not sure. I have never really made any videos on the Switch, so.
But for all you that does want to make content and you have the Nintendo Switch or any Nintendo like the Wii U or Switch, it's best to get a capture card.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of capture cards out there.
Now, how does the capture card work?
A capture card, first you hook it up to, since it's a receiver that's between your computer and the game console itself.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So that's how some people got around like posting blocked content on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube. That makes sense.
That's how Twitch also does it. Says you can set up that capture card like, okay, I'm gonna broadcast this game on Twitch, broadcast this game on YouTube.
That makes sense. Yeah. So that means I put my Gundam stuff on from Gundam Versus. So I've been playing that game a lot.
Should probably do that, man.
Yeah.
Do a playthrough of it.
Well, that's the problem. It's more like a battle royale thing, and it doesn't have a story mode. That's the only problem.
So it's huge.
So it's like it's mainly for you playing online or just playing on like the trial missions, like the CPU. But it's still fun. I got it for like $30. I didn't get it right when it came out, but yeah. Also, I love Gundam, giant robots. So how did you get into your channel and making it and such?
All right. So the reason why I started this channel was mostly for Pokemon stuff. I have gambling addiction. Let's just say that. I started opening packs and I was just like, wow, this is awesome. I love the feeling of opening these fucking things and
It is.
getting cards that are good and then just like, you're just like, oh my god, okay. I need to fucking pull more and more and more. And so like I started making the box opening videos and like the first pack that I opened, I think was the Megatins. Like I opened the Megatins and then afterwards I started doing Pokemon stuff, and honestly I kind of fell off of the Pokemon stuff, especially since they started banning a lot of my favorite cards that I was running in my decks. You know, I kind of just stopped with Pokemon. I might get back into it one day, but until then, it's
okay,
just
I didn't do.
Yeah,
We should probably do a Smash video one day.
we should probably do a Smash video. And also when Pokemon Sword and Shield comes out, I'm gonna be on that shit like a motherfucker. I can't wait.
It does look pretty cool. Open world, it seems, and just perfect.
Sorry about that. So we lost 30 minutes of whatever we recorded. So we're just gonna find out what we're gonna do is, since we lost 30 minutes of recording, we're just gonna come up with a team name right now, just for the hell of it. Since we're all here right now, we might as well just come up with the team name. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man.
Hey guys, why don't we just use the first initials of our monikers?
So, like what? HRT?
There's no T!
HRS!
God, where's the T? Is there another member we don't know about?
Well, I don't know.
Well, we can add members, of course, but I mean,
For now, it's
do you want Raj?
Poet
You want
double.
Rash? Team Rish? Just not HR, because that might seem kind of creepy. Hours! Team Hours. HRS. It's ours.
S H R.
Sure! We're gonna be Team Sure! Why not? I actually do like the sound of that, though.
Team Sure.
Team Sure.
Because we're sure we're gonna win.
Well, hold on. Let's not get too cocky here. But we're sure that we will go forth and do our best. No matter what the meta may throw our way. No matter how crazy the ban list might get, and if Construct comes back, we bring it back Revolution Falcon. I like Revolution.
And Crystal Wings Dragon. But the key thing is,
It's still limited, isn't it? I'm so sorry. That's a card that Burning Abyss appropriated, didn't they? It was that. There was that in tour guide because of level 3 rank up, and we did go up against that too. So yeah, because of that, I just realized a lot of your decks have been hit like by collateral damage.
I'm so sorry, man. I'm so. I mean, but
Oh man.
to be honest with you, that summon source hit my Crankcase deck pretty bad, especially when I was thinking about running the Thunder Dragon engine. It was kind of sad to see that go because I was like, Thunder Dragon pranks. It could happen.
You could have made it.
I could have.
You still kind of can.
Not without summon sorcerers. It's kind of hard.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
the extra. Yeah. That makes sense.
I can't do it anymore. But hey, prank kids, they better win that fucking qualifier. They better win it. I know there's few people who are actually playing it, but
for those of you who want to go against the crowd and do your own thing, we believe in you. Anything
anybody
is possible.
playing rogue decks,
Rogue day shit.
don't. No.
That could have been a cool name, but
All
okay.
those sleeper decks, continue doing what you're doing.
Yes. Maybe you may not always reach the like the higher tier stuff, but at least you made your deck yours. At least you put in the time, you put in what you wanted to put in. You didn't have to worry about like a deck list or anything like that. You made your deck your own, and that counts for something. Even if with all this competitive going on, I think it's so important, especially since at the end of the day, it's technically a children's card game. And what child doesn't want to have their own deck, right?
I'm pretty sure no children are actually playing at the event though.
No,
If
you're
they
not.
are, they're probably gonna get wrecked.
There's Dragon Duels for the younger ones.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
That's
cool.
a good one.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Let's end this video with one more topic and that's it.
what's that?
Who do you want to win the qualifier?
I don't know names. I can't answer this question.
Well, I mean, you know the not
You mean
the
like the
person,
deck,
the-
maybe?
The decks.
Oh, okay. Oh, God.
What deck are you rooting for?
I don't know if I can root for one.
I already know mine.
Well,
You know I'm gonna be rooting for my prank kids decks. All my pranks. My pranksters out here. My pranksters out here. My prankster brethren.
all your kiddos.
It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank.
That's all you gotta tell them. Hashtag it's just a prank.
It's just a prank.
That's all it is. Whenever they lose, come on, man, it's just a prank.
I know I
You
don't
conjure the monster. It's just a prank. Just a prank. You're burning to death. It's just a prank.
Hey, you can actually play that combo now with Mystic Mind. Thank God. But like I said, I don't play prank kids anymore because I got fucking destroyed that one time with my deck. I could not do anything.
I mean,
but I
meta
will root
change-
for everybody who is playing prank kids.
I almost thought you said pregnant, but anyways.
Pregnants too, man. If you're pregnant and you're playing at the at any event, I'm rooting for you.
You next. I'm sure you got a deck you can think of that you want to see. Maybe.
Then this recent ban list freed up a certain card. I'm hoping this deck, and it's one of the OG decks. All you dinosaur duelists,
Oh.
I hope you guys also make it up to the top 4 or attempt to win the WCQ.
Okay, I got something for you. So, because I play Thunder Dragons, by default, you would think I'd want Thunder Dragon, I don't know why I say Kaiju's, things, Dangerous to go. But I'm not a fan of Dangerous, so instead I'm just gonna say I'm hoping for any Thunder variation that isn't that. Even Pure Thunders, it's cool. But I think above all else, I would love if there was just that one time, that one guy nobody knew about with this rando deck just crushed everybody and just had every response to everything. 60 cards. That part's a joke. That part's a joke. Or you found a way to make Exodia super playable. I don't know. But anyways, I'm hoping for the soul of the duelist, the soul of the player, that the spirit to keep creating and going your own way, even though everyone else is telling you to go with the crowd. that's who I'm going for.
Anti-meta. That's a good one, man.
Yeah, that's what that
Good
is.
job, man.
Anti-meta.
All right. We lost 30 minutes of our video, but we're not gonna let that bring us down. Just like how we're not gonna let
The meta bring us down.
the meta bring us down.
We're not gonna let that
Although
bring us down.
I have converted to the dark side,
Yeah,
and I've got
you
so
got
many
re-engaged! You didn't tell them about that. You're playing Sky Strikers.
I'm not playing Sky.
Well-
I'm building it. I love building decks.
Comes
So
out now.
I love building decks, and that's one of the
It is
biggest
fun.
things
It is fun.
that keep me in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is building really cool decks. I even play. I'm even building some decks that aren't even meta relevant. Like so, with a Witchcrafter deck, I built it, and it's not very good. It's very fun to play though, but you know it's not very good.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
building a Spiral deck, and it's not going to be good this format. But who cares? I'm not going to put dangers in it. I don't like that. I don't like dangers at all. I'm also building a Burning Abyss. I'm still trying to.
Why?
Because it's Cherubini.
Do I even know you anymore?
Well,
Did
you
no
knew
one
that
take
I
your
was-
body
you
off
knew-
screen?
You knew that I still like building decks, and you know that ever since I started building that Pendulum deck, I was like, man, building decks is fun. I'm gonna continue to build decks, and that's what I'm gonna be having the goal of always building new decks and playing them. So
Yeah.
that's my goal for this channel forever, and opening boxes because I have gambling addiction.
You could probably just hashtag a gambling addiction or just like put it in the video. Gambling addiction. Sorry, gambling
Do
addiction.
you have gambling addiction? Well, here's a hotline number for gambling problems. Make sure you call that number, because if you play Yu-Gi-Oh, you have a problem.
I think if you're still playing, you might have a problem. Maybe.
Well, I mean,
Well, we're joking.
if you play Mystic Mine in your Sky Striker build, you're have a problem. Without further ado, though, I'd like to thank my friends here for actually staying and being in this video, having this official face reveal,
Yes.
and 30 minutes of our video was lost, but hey, we still had fun.
It was very fun.
Yes, it was.
I learned more about myself and about you. A lot more about you. I learned more about you too. But you surprised the hell out of me with some of the shit you were talking about. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for listening. And just to go back on who everybody is, this is our very gracious host, Screwnails. This is Hone 007. And I'm Red Phoenix Mark II. We thank you for watching our video, and we hope to see you again soon.
We're sure you're gonna catch us next time.
That's right, Team Shore signing off.